I know parents all across the country are worried about finding enough infant formula to feed their babies. As a parent and as a grandparent, I know just how stressful that is. I want to provide a few updates on our work to get more formula into the United States and on the store shelves so it's available to you. Today, I'm invoking what they call the Defense Production Act to ensure that manufacturers have the necessary ingredients to make safe, healthy infant formula here at home. The Defense Production Act gives the government the ability to require suppliers to direct needed resources to infant formula manufacturers before any other customer who may have ordered that good. And I'm also announcing Operation Fly Formula. That's to be able to speed up the import of infant formula and start getting more formula in stores as soon as possible. I've directed the Department of Defense and the Department of Health and Human Services to send aircraft, planes overseas to pick up infant formula that meets U.S. health and safety standards so we can get it on the store shelves faster. And I've directed my team to do everything possible to ensure there's enough safe baby formula and that it's quickly reaching families that need it the most.
Good for us. We have a president. Okay, so here's the rest of the story. So Joe Biden and the House of Representatives actually voted for $28 million to do inspection staffing, to fund the planes, to go pick up the baby formula from FDA-approved manufacturers overseas, like the European Union. Obviously, Canada's got baby formula. Obviously, Mexico's shelves are not bare. Only the United States. Why? Well, you know, it's one of those three manufacturers stories, like oil and gas, like that. Yeah, it's one of those monopoly stories. It's one of those robber baron stories. But anyway, we could talk about that too. But here you have the President of the United States and the House of Representatives, which right now is in the hands of Democrats, voting to approve measures that would alleviate the panic that is going on with young mothers with newborns and infants and toddlers who require baby formula. Check this out. The GOP, who loves the fetus, they love that fetus. Oh, the fetus. Oh, the conception. Oh, the cells that are dividing. I love dividing cells. Even the coronavirus, they love when it replicates. They're just so into it. But 192 House Republicans voted not to do anything at all about the shortage of baby formula in the greatest country in the world. You know, it's hard to imagine that the United States would be in a situation where the most basic foodstuffs are not available for babies, and that you would have a solution that says, okay, you know, I know Trump stopped the import of baby formula with his ridiculous trade policies, his ridiculous trade rules. You know, I mean, the man was just like so into revenge and arrogance and resentment and horror that he literally stopped the import of baby formula from Canada and Mexico and other countries. And we're suffering because of that, on top of the monopolistic practices that we have in crucial industries like baby food, like baby formula. You know, you have Abbott, you have Gerber, and you have a company called Reckitt, but they all get the materials from one company, Perrigo. There's one manufacturer of the let's say the amino acids of baby formula, the building blocks of baby formula. There's one company that supplies those three manufacturers, and the only three we have, with the basic ingredients that are required to make all the baby formula, not just the specialty formulas, not just the lactose-free formulas, not just the formulas for, you know, special needs children. No, all the baby formulas. And it comes from one manufacturer, one called Perrigo. That's it. So we have to do the antitrust thing. We have to start trust busting. We have to open up our marketplace so that other people can compete for the best product, the best prices. And we need to finance the FDA so that inspections can occur when people want to jump into this market, so that we know that the stuff they're making, the stuff that they're putting on the shelves, the stuff that they're putting into the marketplace are FDA approved, right? Okay, so anyway, Biden had this idea for, fixing it right now, like right now. And the idea for fixing it right now required a vote from the House and a vote from the Senate. The House literally passed by 231 to 192 votes. The solution, the fix for the baby formula problem that we are having here in the United States to help our babies, our precious babies. Babies are so precious. They're so precious. But every single one of the House Republicans, minus 12, there were 12 Republicans who bucked their party leadership, crossed the aisle, and supported fixing this. But every other, 192 other GOP sycophants, miscreants, who love the fetus but hate the child, decided that they would not support mothers with babies. They would not support mothers with infants. They would not support mothers with toddlers. They wouldn't. It's called the Access to Baby Formula Act. And all it does is it allows more formula to be purchased with WIC benefits. Now, I don't know if you realize this, but WIC is for moms who really can't afford, to spend. I told you, baby formula is so freaking expensive. I had no idea. Don't have babies. My baby is 36. So, I didn't realize that you could be spending $400 a month on baby formula. Well, 50% of the moms in this country use WIC. They use the special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children, WIC. And 50% of all the baby formula in this country is paid for with WIC benefits. But WIC restricts the brands. There's only 3 companies, but somebody had the best lobbyist, the best one. And that lobbyist managed to get a deal with women and infant children, got the deal that WIC benefits would only be able to buy this particular baby formula. So this particular bill expands the options for WIC mothers to buy other brands of baby formula. It also funds FDA inspectors to go to, these plants like the one in Sturgis, Michigan that came offline. One freaking factory is offline, and there's a 40%, 60% shortage of baby food, 60% less baby food on the shelves. One stinking plant in Sturgis, Michigan. I mean, it is such an outrageous system that we have here that protects the moneyed elite, that protects, giant conglomerates. From those mothers, from babies. That's what the lobbyists are up there doing, protecting the business interests from those sucking babies, from those needy babies. So basically, the message from the GOP to babies in the United States is suck on this. Suck on this. So I tweeted. If you follow me on Twitter at Randi Rhodes with an I, RandiRhodes. If you follow me on Twitter, you will see that I tweeted out the complete list, thanks to Newsweek, who compiled it for us. 192 members' names, by name, each and every one of them. But here's the deal. To quote the President of the United States, here's the deal. It has to go to the Senate now. And it will have to get 60 votes in the Senate in order to alleviate the pressures on moms and dads with infants and toddlers who need baby formula. I don't know that there's 60 votes in the Senate. I'm not really sure if 192 Republicans in the House said, suck on this. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to RandiRhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.